Hello, hello, hello. Howdy doody. Howdy how. How's it going, D-Line? How's it going, A7? Howdy doody do. You alright? Trying to sort me webcam white balance out, that'd be good. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Let's have a look at the focus. I think I'm probably going to be painting around about here, aren't I? Something like that. Trying out something slightly different. I've got my wet palette here. So I don't have two webcams, so turn auto white balance on, that'd probably do the trick, wouldn't it? There you go. Hello! Move over a little bit. There you go, that's a bit better. Right, cool, that's that. Turn the brightness down maybe. Saturation. Don't really know what I'm doing with that. Okay, cool. We have a webcam. Let's turn that off. Right, today we are painting up some Eldar Warlocks on foot. So we painted up an Eldar Warlock on jet bike last week, which is finished. Although I feel like I might do a little bit of work on the gems. Hey, D-Lang, welcome in, mate. And you're painting Eldar as well. Fucking star, mate. You enjoyed yourself? Eldar are a lot of fun to paint. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with the camera there. Okay. Hey, yeah, I've been doing some freehand. Freehand. All the stripes of freehand. Done some freehand on the thorns. That is a transfer, but I've done a little bit of colouring on the transfer. And then I've done like a warp effect, like a Vorpal blade effect. That was like the intention on the sword. But this one, I actually painted this guy like 2 years ago, and then the client basically came back to me and wanted me to paint the rest of the army up. So I got the original model back, and he said, "Oh, can you just update it and just tweak a few things?" So instead of doing the thorns all over again, oh Jesus, House Firehawk resubbed for 4 months. Thank you very much, brother, for the tier 1 sub. Oh my God, you are a beautiful human being. A beautiful human being. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Welcome in. We saw in the whips, House Firehawk is the first in the whips today, and he's been painting up his Bretonians. So are you working on that again today, buddy? You get more Bretonian action on the go? Or are you chilling? What's happening? D-Line, I want to see some whips in there as well. We tend to do the whip showcase around about 2, half 1, 2, depending on how things go. So if you do head off, make sure you come back later on for your whips if you want to have a little look through them together. I feel like this is doubling up somehow. Okay, let's change that. The music is doubling up somehow. I've decided to try a YouTube playlist to try and reduce any copyright stuff, because I keep having videos get copyrighted for things. Like last week I played some free music. Try that. I don't know if that's linked to anything. Yeah, I was getting some problems with copyright, so now I've gone on YouTube and I've gone with Like, I just searched for free chill music, basically. And it seems to be working okay. If you use music from this channel in your videos, make sure you credit the channel by putting the link below. Okay, cool. Right, I'm literally just going to put this into my description of the live stream and see if that works. You have to be quite careful with these things. There you go. Fingers crossed. All rights reserved. I don't get a copyright strike again. Stream beats, lo-fi. Yeah, this one is, it's just called 12 hours of free copyright music. As simple as that. Yeah, I did use Stream Beats for a bit, but they don't have many tracks, so it just like, you know, if you're doing a longer stream, it doesn't seem to last that long. Right, let's get into the painting. We are live on YouTube and on Twitch. If you've joined me on Twitch, hi. If you join me on YouTube, hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to pull up hopefully the dashboard for the YouTube one. Okay. Make sure that's working. I think it's working, all right. Have a look. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've got YouTube is live and working. But I couldn't find the link for some reason. There's normally like a little dashboard thing that I can click on for YouTube. But all it's doing is like opening up the view. Oh, there we go. Control room. That's it. Cool. Right, we've got all the bits and bobs we need. Open. Brilliant. Right, let's get some paint on the go. Also, by the way, watching you paint Biel'Tan makes me want to do an Eldar army. Hell yeah. What Eldar army would you do if you had the choice, mate? If you were to do Biel'Tan, would you do it? Would you do one of the others? I kind of like Elatok. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like I've painted up Elatok once before, and I did an avatar of Cain in the Elatok style. So I did like a blue robe and yellow like bits in his hair and things. That was the only real defining thing that made him Elatok, to be honest. Other than that, it wasn't really. It was more like, you know, flaming body, lava, all of that jazz, because it's the avatar, you know. But that was really fun. I think I painted that like 2 years ago now. That was crazy. But I was just flipping my my wet palette around because I was doing like skin and stuff yesterday. So we're going to be using greens. I'm just going to start off with the robes, I think, and just get the robes done, and then work my way into other colours. There you go, so you can see that. Okay, I've got a Warpstone Glow there, and we're going to be using Moot Green as well. This Delo, if I try it's 12 hours, I know the playlist. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not savvy on all of them. Not 100% sure. Would either be Yanari or Corsairs. Ooh, yeah, Corsairs would be cool. In the same breath, you keep looking at Necrons. I've never actually well, I say that I haven't painted any of the new Necrons. I did actually have a Necron army back in, I think, 6th edition. And when I played 40k back in 6th edition, that was a long time ago. I ended up selling that on, but I did like it's like a blue steel. So it was like, I think Teenage Me did like lead belcher with a blue wash over the top with some silver highlights. It was as simple as that, and it actually looked all right. And I did like a green like glow effect in the eyes and stuff. It's probably one of the first times I'd actually tried doing a green glow effect, if I think back. Which is pretty cool. All right, so we've got that. We need a brown, like a dark brown tone. Some probably rhine oxide would do the trick if I can find the bugger on my desk. If not, I think I've got charred brown over here. Yeah, charred brown. I think charred brown is basically the same as rhine oxide anyway, so fuck it. Charred brown there. Degrade yourselves into nids. Mate, don't spread yourself too thin. Why don't you paint one of each, and whichever one you enjoyed the most, that's your army. But I think you should finish your Bretonnians first, mate. I've not managed to get much time in on my Tomb Kings, I'll be honest. Which has made me a very sad panda. Because my Tomb Kings are amazing. I love them. I've got some night, like snake riding knights that I've printed off, and I'm quite excited to get some paint on them. But I need to print another base, and it's just time at the minute. I need to prioritize commissions probably until the end of the month. But I have started a very cool project on the side, which I'll show you some 3D prints. So this is from Bestiarium Games. Need to do a bit of cleanup on them still. And I've got a load of cultisty robed bodies that I've been putting backpacks on. And these are going to be for my next Turnip 28 cult. So I've got a mixture. I got a load of stuff from Anvil Industries. I printed off loads of stuff from Max Fitzgerald's website on his Turnip 28 stuff. So I've used like the Forlorn Hope. And I've got 2 big bags worth of 3D printed bits to like kit bash everything with. So I'll show you one. I think I did post up a picture already, but I did a little bit of green stuff work and some kit bash work yesterday, so I'll just show you that. You don't think you showed what with me? I also have competition pieces on the go as well. Ooh, nice. I've actually not started any work on my competition piece yet, and I was meant to start work on it for the podcast episode. Right. These are foot slogging soldiers. This guy's got like a weird turnipy root arm. We've got a bannerman. And this is my fave. So I've like 3D printed like these cowls, and then I've like green stuffed to make it fit. And I had to like drill all the inside of the cowl out with a Dremel, and then stick in the beak to make it look a little bit more turnipy. So quite excited to get stuck in on these. I've got a very purple paint scheme in mind for them. There's another happy chappy. Good bit of fun. Turnip 28 is fantastic. What combination not decided, just painting it to the standard. Yeah, I'm in the same book as you on that Housefire Hawk. Like, I was thinking of going to scale 75, but scale model challenge, scale 75, to go to scale model challenge, and intentionally I wanted to go to scale model challenge, but I think in the light of day and with my current situation with a newborn baby, I don't think that's going to happen. Just because of costs, time. So I might end up looking at another competition in the UK to attend. But I'm a way off getting that done for that, you know. I've got the piece printed off, and I need to start priming it and working on it. I did start on a bust, but I think I might just redo the bust because I wasn't happy with how the kimono was turning out on it. Alright, so let's get stuck in anyway. We're going to get some warpstone glowage on the goage. And today I'm going to be working with glazes. And just sort of taking my time. And this model came to me like this. So I think the chap used warpstone glow to get to this green. But if not, I'm gonna, like I say, I'm just getting a glaze on the go now. We'll start getting it into the same tones that we want. Probably going to leave a lot of that dark green in the recesses. And I think we're going to do a mix where we mix in a bit of iron oxide into the warpstone glow. And got us a nice darker recess shade to sort of push the shadows a little bit further. But keeping that saturation. No competitor. If I get close to finishing, it lines up with the comp, you'll enter it. I mean, mate, once it's done, you can literally just enter it into whatever you want after that. Or if there's something where it's coming up to being done and you're like, right, I'm going to try and enter it for that. For example, there's Fen Model Show coming up in July, which is the same weekend as GriffCon, annoyingly. So if you manage to get it done by the end of July, you know, you could enter it into Fen Model, which would be cool. But again, like GriffCon, I think I'm probably going to have to swerve GriffCon again this year, just because money and time again. Which is annoying, because I'd like planned to do quite a few games and things like this. But needs must. I think I'm still a little bit on the fence on that. If I can get a load of Eldar finished, because this client is sort of like pay as you go. So the more stuff I can crack out in the month, the more I can earn. Hopefully. I was thinking of getting this done. I've got 3 more jet bikes to do. But I thought let's just get some low-hanging fruit in the bag. You know, get these warlocks done. They're probably the easiest one to get done. You're probably not the only one doing a bit of a swerve, right? What's the goss, Ink Master? Welcome in anyway. What's the goss? Tell us the gossip. If I can't get to GriffCon, which is looking increasingly unlikely as time comes on, I am going to try and make it to TurnipCon, because I missed the last TurnipCon and I had to give up my ticket again just because of money. What I'm going to have to do is I think we'll try and organise a little get together in my neck of the woods. Yeah, so I think we'll try and organise a little SquidCon, little meet up, and you know, put some invites out, see who wants to join. Just make the most of it. Just have a little. I'll try and hire. I've got 2 venues in mind that I can potentially hire. There's one called I think it's called Meadowbank Social Club. It's like a little social club. I think it was £100 to hire it out for a couple of hours, but to hire it out for the full day, I'm not sure how that would work. I'd probably have to book it out in advance, pay a big hefty deposit, all that sort of thing. So what I'd do is I'd talk to them, see how much, you know, see if I can wrangle a good price, and then put the feelers out in the community to see who'd be interested, see if we can raise a ticket and get the venue booked. Yeah, we could maybe do that. I was thinking of that I've been thinking about that for a while, to be honest. Like, you know, thinking about doing it last year, but, you know, times are tough at the minute, aren't they? So, well, that'd be nice. It'd be lovely to see everybody if you could make it. You know, what we do is the place is big enough that we could have a load of different gaming tables up. You know, I could invite a couple of people to see if they'd join us from Europe, like Mini Matties, like Brush Liquor, Biel'Tan. You know, see if you guys wanted to come. It's in the middle of nowhere. You know, where I live is in the middle of nowhere in Cheshire. But there are places you could stay. You know, I could maybe put up one or two of yous. And then we just have a full weekend of gaming, you know? And painting. That'd be awesome. But a couple of things would have to align. I was just saying, Dealan, if I'm able to organise a little meetup, like a little SquidCon, because I've not been able to get down to anything this year so far. But I am aiming to go to TurnipCon in November. Because basically the organizer really has been an absolute gentleman, and everybody who goes to that are amazing. You know, they're all really nice guys. Absolutely love that community. Not saying I don't love our community, but you know, the Turnip community are particularly awesome. And yeah, because as soon as I let him know I couldn't go, he like gave me my money back for my ticket, and then managed to sell it like straight away because there was like such a wait, like such a queue, like a really like big reserve list. And I think they did it at the TSN Arena in Nottingham, which is the one that the Honest Wargamer runs. Which would have been really cool to go because you can meet the Honest Wargamer. I think what's her face was there. Louise Sugden was there. Rogue Hobbies was there. And a couple of other people in the Turnip community who make content stuff were there. That would have been really cool. So definitely try and get down into. I think it's going to be in Bristol. The next TurnipCon. Good day, handsome young man. That's right, full of kind compliments this morning. Or this afternoon now. It's 1:45, isn't it, in the UK? Goodness me. Going to judge our work. Can I win something? SquidCon, yeah. But if we do a little mini paint competition, Peachy loves himself a little bit of turnip too. He does. I don't think he was down at the TurnipCon, the Nottingham TurnipCon, which is a shame. But you know, he's a busy boy. He's a busy boy. If I had a proper studio, right, rather than me filming out my garden, I would have invited him on to film a battle report with me. Whether he takes that or not, like I would have still invited him. Because that would have been fun. Come to Golden Demon in Germany in October. Well, this is the thing, mate. I can't go to Scale Model Challenge because of the cost. And that's in October. And that's in Denmark. I ain't getting down to Golden Demon anytime soon. Oh, mate. It's even more expensive than SMC, that's what I mean. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get another job. I think this is what's going to happen. Me and my wife have been talking about it. I haven't actually looked properly. I did have a little look the other day to see what it's about, and you know what it is. But I think I'm going to get either a part-time, try and aim for a part-time role, and then I can still do my commission painting around that, and still do my 3D printing, because I could keep going the way I'm going, but I want my wife to be able to take more time off. She's been struggling with mastitis recently, and stuff like this. So I want her to take a bit more time off to relax and be with the baby for longer than 6 months. Because at the minute she's going to be going back to work. And I feel bad. I want her to be able to go and enjoy herself a little bit longer, you know? Right, let's get on a first highlight here. SMC's in the Netherlands. Sorry, yeah, SMC is in the Netherlands, my bad. That's the one I would have been going to. I was aiming to go to it. In fact, I need to tell Mini Matties I'm not going now. Like, I've had to make an executive decision. I'm sure he'll be understanding, but it's a shame because we'd started recording a podcast and like 3 episodes of it, and it, you know, this season was meant to be the road to SMC, but it doesn't stop Mini Matties from going, and it doesn't stop me from continuing to try and push my painting and try and get myself a competition piece ready. You know, even if I can't get it done and go to SMC, I could either send it with Mini Matties and he can take it and do what he wants with it, or you know, I'll enter it into a UK comp nearer the time. Yeah, I think that's probably a more likely solution. But yeah, it's not going to stop me from trying to do a display piece, because that's what I want to do this year. Is I really want to enter something. Just to say I've tried my hand at it more than anything. These elves, this is a commission at the minute, yeah. I'm not allowed to work on Tom pieces for a while. So these happy little elves are a commission piece. But this entire Eldar army is a quite a large commission army that I'm doing. Should be fun. I basically sacked off all events until middle of next year at the earliest. Yeah, I have GriffCon and a Shatterpoint tournament in November to look forward to. Yes, I remember you saying about your Shatterpoint event. And you're definitely going to GriffCon. Is my mate offered for me to stay at his house and then we go together. Even still, like, because I think the plan was we were going to rent a table between us, but the cost of the table and all of the costs involved with getting down there and, you know, petrol, money, etc. And I'd have to bring my wife and child, you know, it's just not really feasible this year, I don't think. Like, I don't really feel comfortable leaving my wife by herself with the baby for a whole weekend at the minute. Like, I don't think we're there yet, you know? Just because, like, the baby can be quite full on. But she's been quite... she's been a bit of a handful the last few days. She's amazing, as always, but she's been quite, like painful tummy, you know, getting quite a bit of gas pain. Bless her. I mean, she's difficult to settle. I appear to be quite good at settling her, which is a nice feeling. So often I'll have to step up and intervene. You're still not 100% on GriffCon, depends on what is going on. Currently, as Manuel says, I know nothing when it comes to GriffCon. Well, I'm going to have to badger you in the PMs about it. By the time that baby's a bit older now. Yeah, babies can be a lot of work for sure. That's it, mate. I wonder if Eldar players are getting more fun of since 40k has now a dwarf army. Well, the whole elves versus dwarf scenario. Hey, you're better off playing Old World, mate. The War of the Beards. I think Eldar are in a good place at the minute in terms of gameplay. Because you're able to sort of give everything all of the upgrades that you could ever dream of, you're able to really like pimp out a lot of your kit in the best possible ways, and Eldar really benefit from that because they've got a lot of spicy stuff. Deep Fried Johnny's in the house. How you doing, mate? Sorry if I missed your... Oh, there you go. Good afternoon. Welcome back, indeed. Well. I'm on an airing to Griffey this year. I've decided Charlie won't be able to do the kids' painting lesson. Not sure there's going to be anything there for me, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to shit on anything. Like, or step in anything. I just don't think I'll be going. Like, the only thing that was exciting was potentially organising like a group Warhammer Fantasy game. I'd have been really keen to do that. Oh, my phone is not on the Wi-Fi and I'm using up all my data. That's good. Brilliant. I just ate up like 2 gig of my data. Oh no. Deep Fried Johnny, you are local on the day. You could pop along to the free traders and see what's going on. There you go. That's about all there is at the minute, Bertie, but it's just Alchemist hobbies at the mo. Alchemist told me that he wasn't going to be doing a trade stand. So I don't know if that's changed. He said he was just going to go and enjoy himself. Well, I spoke to him a couple of months ago because I asked him, like, you know, what's the score? Yeah, might do that just in case, yeah. How you doing anyway, Bertie? What's happening with you, dude? Make sure you'll get whipped up into Discord as well for the showcase. We'll do the showcase at probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock. It's probably what I'll do. I've heard so many things, but nothing seems to be 100%. There we go. Right. So basically, we're just going around slowly glazing up these highlights with nice thin layers. Want to have like a nice smooth looking cloak, and we'll go in with a bit of moot green here. I'm going to proper water this down. This will be a type 3 glaze, as I call it. So it's like a very, very watered down glaze. Tell you what, Sinkmaster, these brushes that you sent me, I absolutely love them. Like, I wasn't sure at first to try them out, and then I just started using them last week, and I'm in love. Like, this is a number 3. This is a number 3 brush. Like the size of the bugger. And it has a really good tip on it. So I'm able to just do everything with it. It's a really good brush. You have to tell me why you gave these up, mate. Saved me a pretty penny as well. Yeah, you'll get a Chatterpoint ticket if you're doing. Yeah, you should run a Chatterpoint event, shouldn't he? I mean, he did. I think he did a World of Tanks event last year for those tankaroonies. Tanky Titans. Nice chill vibes. I'm thinking, do I actually do... I don't think I do any freehand on these. I think I only do the freehand as in the thorns. I think I only do the thorns on vehicles and jet bikes. I don't think I do any on the actual infantry. But I do have to do some like white stripes, like on this guy. So I have to freehand the warlock symbol, I think, on his skirt. We're going to try and figure that out because it's probably going to be like there on the leg and somewhere there on the other leg. So it might be quite tricky to try and get the angle to do it, you know? I love this brushes. It just, they hold so much paint that I'm really able to
Hello there.
Keep going for ages. Hey, chicken sandwich, welcome in. If sound effects aren't working in the stream, I can hear them. I've still not figured out how to get them back on again. Like, good evening. Just had loads of them in the Kickstarter. You heard it, but it was quiet. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, at least it's working. Now, the other thing is, hopefully I don't get a copyright strike off the back of that. You had loads of extras, mate. Well, they are so good. I'm really, really loving them. Really, really loving them. Much love to you, dude, for sending me these. I've sent me all these Games Workshop paints. I've actually been using quite a lot of Games Workshop paints recently. Particularly the greens, the reds, and the blues. Like the nice brighter colours. I've been using them quite a bit. Like, I am following a recipe for the for this Eldar, because that's, you know, what the client wanted. They want it to match with their existing stuff, right? So I will follow a recipe for that, but usually I don't tend to follow the recipes and I just sort of wing it with whatever paints I've got and just have fun. But I'm kind of enjoying doing this green. It's different. I painted a lot of salamanders before, and it's a different green to the salamanders. And like the Eldar are kind of just fun to paint in general, to be honest, because there's a lot of flowing sculpts. Like nice cloth areas, nice smooth helmets, stuff like that. Heard it, but it was quiet, but probably because I had sound quite low, yeah. Plus I have the wolf hair ones too. Was it just the black handle ones? You sent me some like red handled ones as well, mate. Let me just get them out. May have put them away somewhere. Don't want to cause a racket by opening these drawers. These old drawers. This desk I'm using. Yeah, you did send me some of these ones. They've got Fenrir. So you sent me like the massive ones. This is a number 7 brush. But it has a really good tip. I'm going to use this. I might just do like a painting challenge where I have to use a number 7 brush and only a number 7 brush when painting like a normal 28mm figure. Just to see what happens. You use a size 6 all the time? Hell yeah. It's got a good tip on it. There's no, it's fine, right? Like this is a number 3 and it's perfect. Like it's been really good. Like I could do all the detail work I would ever want to. No painting for me for now. Packing up everything for the move. Awesome. Chicken sandwich is moving house. Big shout out to you, mate. I hope it all goes super, super smooth. Not for fine freehands though, so much paint comes out at once that tiny lines are a bit hard. Yeah, that's the thing, because it holds so much paint. There's a guy I saw on YouTube that only uses 3. As long as the paint is good, you can do everything, including eyes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I've literally just used this for everything. This is a solid brush. And like, I was using the Artis Opus number 2 for ages, but I think I burnt it out because I gave this a good clean yesterday, and the brushes just don't want to go back to a tip. I mean, they're going back to a semblance of a tip, but it's not enough to do detail work. While I've got the 0 and the 00 from Artis Opus, I have been using that for my fine detail work. Like they are cracking brushes, but I tell you what, these are really good. These surprised me at how good they were. And as long as you're like implementing, brush control, you're onto a winner, right? You know what I mean by that? You're not pushing down too hard on the brush. You're just getting a nice amount of paint out each time. You're being very gentle with it. Be gentle with me, Tom. Oh, A7 in the house. A7 went to a competition last weekend. If you listen to episode 3 of the Painting Table podcast, which is the podcast exclusively on Squidzillaink channel, my Squidzilla Painting YouTube channel, we've got a podcast up there. Please check it out if you haven't already. We've had some lovely special guests on so far. And I need to get organising the 4th episode to be recorded. I usually record them on the 3rd or the 4th week of the month to release towards the end of the month. It's just kind of like how it's been. But the last one, A7 was talking to us about his competition piece. He's entered 2 pieces in to a competition in where he lives in Malaysia. Episode 3, I've still got to catch up with episode 2. We'll get cracking, mate. What's stopping you, eh? What's stopping you? Obviously, don't do it right now because you're in the stream, but like, definitely check it out later. Episode 2 is great. I had a great fun. That was with episode 2 was with Brush Licker. Good old Brush Licker. We all love him. We all love a good Brush Licker. And of course, Mini Matties. Going to be my co-host. Yeah, it was a great little podcast. And we need to ask A7 what he's been up to. You've heard a rumour that you'll be there one day. Well, yes. I think I might see if you're free for the next one. All right? I just need to pull my finger out and organise it. So stay tuned. Basically, we record on like a Thursday or Friday in the evening UK time, usually around 7 o'clock UK time. And I'll put a little stream on. I'll stream it to Twitch, but I then put it up on YouTube, so it's there forever. It's there forevermore. And I also put it on Spotify, so the podcast is going up on Spotify, and it is getting out to a larger audience. You know, Magic Madhouse has the retail set for £48. That's a real good price, guys. That's a real good price. Magic Madhouse from Syncmaster. If you really want to get hold of these style brushes, really tasty brushes. Always happy to join again, of course. It'd be funny to do like a little follow-up, maybe have 2 extra guests on for the next one. I'll have a chat with Mini Matties. He might not be free. If he is free, then we'll get something sorted. If he's not free, I'll see if we get some other peeps on. Afternoon Pitcher, welcome in. Hope you're well, dude. It's been a while. How's it going? How's life treating you? We're here with chilled vibes today, and we're just painting up a nice little Biel'Tan Warlock. Starting off on the old green. Was doing some jet bikes. Well, I've done 1 jet bike last week, and now I've got 2 on foot Warlocks to do. And I thought I'd just get into the flow of things with these Warlocks. Nice little fun piece, like really nice sculpts, great flowing cloaks. We all like a good flowing cloak, don't we? I tend to be in the office when you're streaming, but I'm off today, mate. Awesome. Thank you for joining us on your day off, dude. Yeah, little one is real good. She's currently downstairs with the missus. My missus is not great at the minute. She's been really suffering with mastitis, which is really, kicks her in the teeth. And I think she may have got another block on the other boob as well now. So that is a real issue. She's on antibiotics, but hopefully they're going to start kicking in because she's been on them for 2 days now. They went to the doctors on Monday, so hopefully she'll be back a bit more feeling better. Today by the end of the week. That'd be amazing. Hi, we did the podcast without you and Matties. Here is the VOD. If the hosts have no time, just kick them into I can host, invite Alchemist, upload it to your YouTube. Okay. Just get you guys talking. Hey, Alchemist would probably upload it to his YouTube if he did that. But it would be fun to get Alchemist on. I think I did ask him if he wanted to join us for an episode at some point. Because he's been painting up some busts recently. I saw he's painted up some busts. And he has actually done some comp pieces. So he could be joining in on my chatter. Yeah, we love alchemy. We love alchemy. We love a piece of him. Mm-hmm. What are you working on today, Pitcher? Have you got any whips that you'd like to share, my dude? It's 1 o'clock now. The demon busty did look great. Yeah, I saw pictures of it. It looked really nice. Like, considering he's like pretty much only using sort of speed paints and stuff, it looked really good, Right, there we go. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a darker tone here. Can do, still working on Helbrecht, the Eternal Whip, yeah. Helbrecht. I'm sure we'd all love to see where you're up to with it. It looked, to me, when I was looking at the last Instagram post you put up, it's looking like very close to being done now. You know, he's looking real tasty. Syncmaster, I've watched the skills video this morning, found it really interesting. Thank you, Syncmaster. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude. There's no fun from what my wife said, hot shower and boob massage, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've tried so many different things, and it's difficult, mate. It really is. I'll see if she'll do the hot shower thing. I mean, some people are saying do like a cold compress. We've been using cabbage leaves. We've been using all sorts, and yeah, it's tricky. Refining the armor is the last big task. I've dropped some pics in the Disco. You know what, guys? I think everybody who's not put a whip up into Discord, it is time for you to do so. Please, please, please pop a whip up into the Disco, and we'll have a little look together momentarily. Just while we've got you all here, it'd be nice to check out everybody's work in progress. So what you all have been working on. So I've made a little cheeky glaze, mixing in a little bit of charred brown, aka Rhine oxide equivalent, in with a mixture of warpstone glow and moot green. Where do you drop it? Pop it in the work in progress. If it's a finished piece, mate, put it in the finished. But if it's a whip, put it in the whips. Work in progress Wednesday, baby. We're trying to do this every Wednesday. I'm trying to stick to the old 12 o'clock start times for my Wednesday stream. If things change in the future, I will for sure let you guys know. But for now, we're sticking to every Wednesday. Yeah, so my mum's going to be taking baby for a couple of hours tomorrow for the first sort of time. We're going to leave her on her own with her grandparents. So wife's a bit nervous about that, but it's going to be good because I'm going to take the wife out and we'll, you know, have a little date and have a little date night sort of thing. Or date day, whatever you want to call it. Go out for a meal, try and make her feel a little bit more human. Put in my 15 shields for Old World. Most boring whip I've ever done. Love it. Yeah, at least you're cracking on with some Old World, my dudes. I did a couple of skeletons last week. When we did the last week we did a Tuesday night hobby hangout sort of thing in the Discord. Every first of the month we're going to try and do like a little community little hangout in the Discord. Right, let's have a look at these whips then, guys. Wellness Wednesday, Whip Wednesday, Work in Progress Wednesday, whatever you want to call it. What I'll do is I'll probably pull these up into the browser. So we've got some nice pictures. So I'm just going to pull these up for you now. Oh, we got a nice little bust from House Firehawk. We've got all of the Helbrecht pictures. Oh my goodness, he's looking so good, mate. He's looking damn good, sir. Get all those pictures there. Sigmaster's painting something horrific. I don't even know what that is. That is creepy as hell. Probably something from Bushido. Bushido! Bertie boy's been doing some boingers. Some gobbo boingers. Lovely days. We're just waiting on something from... Well, I'll open it up, and Dialan, if you're able to do it, mate. I shouldn't show my work yet. Keep it secret for the podcast. Oh, right, there you go. Okay, mate, no worries. Where are we? Alright, guys, just 2 seconds. Let me figure this shit out. I wish I had one of those little Streamlab things. Where you can click a button. Why is that not displaying? There we go. Right. I don't know why it was doing that. Cool beans. Right. It's a penalagalagalagalagan. A penalagalagalon. I can't even say that. You're so slow that you'll see the same thing again. Mate, House Firehawk, absolutely loving this. You're in stiff competition with you and Merlin. I was looking at Merlin's last Bretonian. I think last week he popped in into the stream, and he's been also doing a non-metallic metal Bretonian. I was like, are you going to do the whole army like this, mate? Because it's going to take you like 3 years to paint this if you do it like this. But I really like this, dude. Great work. The saddle's fantastic. I love the colours. I love the highlights. His paint is to comp level. That's what I mean. Like, I was like, dude, are we ever going to get a game into this? He's like, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. He has got his dwarves as well, to be fair. But like, he's doing them in 12 mil. 12 mil scale is a bit odd. But fantastic stuff. The accidental texture you're really proud of. It looks great. I was going to say the texture on the saddle is fantastic. The leathers are great. Did you like dry brush it or something to get like a cheeky little texture? This one was by... Where's he gone? A new chap, Starbuck. So got a new chap in the Discord. It's how the contrast paint dried? Ah, right, okay. Well, lucky duck, eh? It just worked out for you. This is really cool. He's been doing some airbrushing, so this chap, Starbuck, who's new to the Discord, so he just bought himself a new airbrush. First time bought an airbrush, and he's done some really nice little skin tones. I really like this, like, ice giant... with like, there's a little bit of like a dark sort of purpley blue here, and then going into that lovely AK Interactive pale turquoise. It's really tasty, very punchy. Really like that. Really, really like that. I want to see more of this. It looks like he's used Pro Acryl's Dark Magenta, so he's going like a really poppy, saturated colour. Really nice. I think they also, this is the same chap, they were one of the lucky ducks that were able to get hold of the brand new box set from G-Dubs with some of these awesome sculpts in. My God. Like, I think it's the Dark Oath. The Dark Oath set. The new Dark Oath set for Warriors of Chaos. Really fucking cool models, honestly. Like, I haven't really looked at any Games Workshop stuff for a while. But I really feel like they're knocking it out of the park with these sculpts. Like, holy cow, they look amazing. Next one we've got is the House Firehawk bust. Let's give it a little zoomy roomy. There were more of those at Warhammer World. Nice. Is it one of those ones where it's sold out like rapidly? Bertie, I don't know if Sync has played Bushido yet. He might have had a demo from Esme or something. I've played it twice because Kador Red, who's like the equivalent of a press ganger for Bushido. He's like the demo guy for Bushido. He lives not far from me, so I actually went over to his house and had a game of it. When was this now? It was probably around August, September last year, but it was fun. I haven't played it since. He gave me a load of Bushido stuff that I've based. I've done the bases for it, and I've not done any more. So I need to finish that off at some point, but life, and I have to prioritise paid work. Anyway, I'm loving this so far, mate. Great looking skin so far, dude. Great looking skin. Really cool. Going into that sort of purple, red, like bruised flesh. Really nice. Really, really nice. It's hard to get a good pale skin tone, and I think so far so good. Here's the back. So you're doing the back of like a darker tone. Got a lot brighter on the front. Looking forward to seeing what you do from the non-metallic metal here on this like grafted arm piece. That's going to be really cool. Still early days, but got a lot to work on. Mate, here's pictures Helbrecht, and holy shit, is it good? He's been working on this now for how long now, Pitcher? Do you want to admit how long you've been working on this bad boy? But this is going to be a Golden Demon entry for sure. This is going to be a Golden Demon entry, and if this doesn't get a like commendation, I will be very upset. Too long since September, mate. You've been putting your heart and soul into this, and it really shows. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Like my favorite thing so far is actually the cloak. Like my favorite thing was the sword, and now it's the cloak. And at the minute you said that you're refining the armor. Oh, great work on these scrolls as well. Beautiful. Love it. Some nice, lovely freehand working your way down. Look at that cloak though, man. I'm loving this texture that you've put in. Dude, so good. It looks like a drawing. It's that good. We're tricking chat. It looks like a drawing. It's that good. Well done, mate. So fucking good. I can see what you mean. You need to like finish the refinements. I mean, if you look at it from here, you know, you look at it zoomed out, you can't really tell, but when you zoom in, you can kind of see your brush strokes, right? So I think it's a case that you said you wanted to start refining your brush strokes in, and I'm sure you'll get there. So it's a big job, isn't it? Just a few bits are still just sketched, yeah. So like this bit here is on the back of the, what do you call it? Power pack. These are sketched. You've got to do all of the back of the cross here as well. But you can tell that you're putting your heart and soul and you're working your way around. Like, this cloak, mate. Oh, man. I fucking love this. Like, since we did that, because me and Pitcher went to the same class with AC Miniatures and Phoenix. And the texture was such an interesting thing to learn. Like, it's really cool. I've been sort of adopting it into some of my personal projects. Like with my Bone Boys, my Tomb Kings. But I've not been doing it to the same sort of extent. It's an army. I'm going to be playing with it, you know what I mean? But this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, mate. Love it, love it, love it. This is the... I was hoping for another course this year. I was tempted by Swinson's. Nice. Also, check out Cult of Paint. I think Andy Wardle's doing one or something. I think Andy Wardle will be definitely one to go and watch because he is a very fast painter for what he can put out. So I think he'd be quite an interesting chap to do a class with. because you'd be like, right, do this, and then do this, and then it'll be blended together and look amazing. A bit like how Phoenix does his. I mean, I love AC style. I love how refined AC stuff like looks, and how, the time he puts in and all of that is brilliant. It's lovely and it's incredible to watch. But I really want to learn some of these faster display painting techniques. So, very interesting stuff. This creature is going to give me nightmares, Sync Master. Great colour scheme with the purples and the oranges. Oh my god. It is some serious gore going on here, dude. I don't even know what faction. Is this for like the Oni faction? Very cool. It's a weird looking model. Like Bushido's got some weird models, but some really nice sculpts. This is Deep Fried. It's Cult of Yuri. Okay, so you've gone for like the super freaky guys, like the undead guys. I was given like the mountain tribe, so I've got a bear and I've got some other bits like that. So far, so good on these shields, Deep Fried Johnny. I love your spray stick. What a fantastic idea to get all of your shields out and just do them all with cool looking. Everything's slightly different. It's something from the folklore, some sort of vampire. Oh god, a vampire that has a telescopic neck. Oh god. Ugh. Bertie Best. Oh mate, these gobbos are looking sick. These are cool as hell. Going right up into that Fire Dragon Bright, going for a really nice orangey, squiggy tone. There's so much character in these Games Workshop boingos. I love him. Very cool. Great work, dude. The only thing that I would disapprove of is they're not on square bases. I think you should rebase them, put them on square bases. And then everything will be right as rain after that. Have we got anybody else has posted up while we... Whoa, House Firehawk. I think we have seen this picture before, but I really like it. You can tell, you can see a difference between the colours being used here by the two of you. You've gone for quite a similar scheme. But Firehawk, you've gone for more of a very bright yellow with quite a saturated red here. Deep Fried Johnny's gone for a bit more of a burgundy sort of red with more of a like an Avalanche sunset. Just some slight differences. Twinsies, oh yeah. Twinsies, I want to see more because these are cool. Men at Arms look great. Like these are, honestly guys, this sculpt has stood up to the test of time. Like it's been here for so long. And these I think these are transfers as well that you've put on. Men at Arms ranked up look banging, yeah. Proper belters they do. Fab work, guys. Honestly, fab work from all of yous. Ooh, what's this? Someone's just posted. Who is? I think this is DFJ. Sorry, streamer mode made me not be able to see who it was. Right, yeah, Deep Fried Johnny's been doing the Corn Demon Prints. Holy shit, this is looking great, mate. Wow, wow. Very cool. What a sculpt as well. Like this, the new demon set, the new Demon Prince model is amazing. Oh, you're gonna brighten them up soon. Yeah, they're gonna look great. You don't have to do too much. That's the thing. You don't have to do too much because when they're ranked up, and you're looking at it from arm's length, that's all you need. Just needs to look good from that sort of perspective. Great work, everybody. God, I put too much. I put like a flavour syrup in my coffee, and it's kind of like it's too much. Too much. They look nice because the camera was kind to you. Guys, I'm really struggling to take good pictures at the minute, I feel like. I've been really struggling for a while to get a nice picture. I have been using my phone for pictures quite a lot. Right, we've just done a very thin glaze here. I'm just going to do another dark shade glaze into some of these recesses. Oh, that's too much. Quite a lot of that's come out. No, great work, everybody. I love to see it. You love to see it. Everybody cracking on. The Housefire Hawk let me borrow your camera. My phone camera is not kind and your wife won't take photos on a DSLR for me. I bought a DSLR, but I just don't really know how to use it. I should have got my mate to give me some tips last time he was around. I might try and take a couple of DSLR photos of that Carlac. I've got to send it off before the end of the week. Just ordered a nice big box to pack it in. Something that's a bit more sturdy than your normal box. Yeah, pics can suck. Suck a big one. Like, because I feel like I've put loads of effort into pictures before, and then they've just not done very well on Instagram or whatever, and it's just disheartened you, you know. Tell you who is very good at taking pictures is Pitcher in the chat. Pitcher, if you've got any tips and tricks on on your picture taking prowess with all the P's, you know, chime up. Let's hear it. What's your tips, brother? What camera are you using? You got yourself a fancy lens? Just my phone cam set to zoom, whole camera. Yeah, I use my phone camera. I've got a Samsung A54, I think it is. It's not the best camera on it, but it's all right, you know. Cool. Take pics of me like one of your French girls, of course, A7. Fancy photo shoots for them. I have a piece of black satin and put that in desk. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some like photo card things, but I feel like they're too shiny. I feel like you need something that's going to absorb the light a little bit more. A bit more matte, you know? Right, so we've gone over all of this with that brown green glaze, and it's taken everything back a tone, which is nice. It's kind of what we wanted to do. So now we just need to come back in, paint the backdrop with the blackest black. Yeah, that'll do it. I actually don't even own that, but that would be fun to have that at some point. The blackest black. Right. Just made another little cheeky glaze, and we're going to go back in. This time we're going to be a wee bit neater if I can. Turntable, yeah. To be fair, that video that Rogue Hobbies did on taking a good picture is a very good guide. But I've tried to do, like, figure out how I could do that photo stacking thing, but I could never seem to get it to work. She does something called photo stacking, where she'll take, like, if it's a complicated miniature, you can take pictures of it from multiple different focal points and then use this software on the camera or on a on a picture editing software, and then it sort of like gets everything into focus. So that's kind of like how Games Workshop and stuff do it, so they get like the perfect picture, because a lot of their sculpts are all like funky poses, everything's sticking up everywhere, you know, it makes it quite difficult to actually get everything in focus at the same time. So that's what she does. Photo stacking is something I've not tried. That's what I mean, it's quite difficult to do from your phone. I don't think it's really possible from your phone without paying for like expensive software, which as cheapskates we tend to not want to do. But it does work on some of the like stuff like Photoshop. You can easily do it, but I don't. Again, cheapskates don't own Photoshop. Pay for photo editing out of my model's budget? Unheard of. Exactly, Postwork Guy. You're exactly on the mark there. I wonder if that's the same as the top shot feature on my phone. It just picks what it thinks the best. That's probably running like some sort of AI thing to probably get what's most in focus. I don't think that's the same thing. Like photo stacking, like let's say, look at this miniature here. So at the current focus, the body, okay, like here, the body of the jet bike is in focus, but the sword is slightly out of focus, and the back, like the back bit here, that's slightly out of focus. So with photo stacking, you'd get each individual bit in focus, and then you run it through the program, and it puts everything into focus in one image. Clutches pearls, yeah. I've got to save my pennies for more plastic crack. If I had a spare bit of money, I might, you know, if I ended up getting 100 quid, well, probably not 100 quid. I think it's the same much money, you know, if you get 500 quid spare, let's say, what are you going to spend that 500 quid on? You're not going to buy a new lens, you know what I mean? I've had a look and seen like a different lens for my DSLR camera that's like a macro lens that apparently does like really good close-up pictures. That's probably what you need for taking really good miniature photography stuff. But I think it was like 800 quid or something. I was like, fuck that. The new Google Pixel does that. Going to be swapping phones with the wife now. There you go. Honestly, DSLR cameras confuse the plastic out of me, yeah. I did own a Google Pixel when the first one came out. So I did have the Google Pixel 1, I think it was. And I did actually quite like it. I mean, I ended up going back to Samsung because of just like what was on the deal at the time, you know. I'm a simple man, don't want to be mucking around with focal points of the light bloom, just want to zoom, snap, done, yeah. You should probably get yourself an iPhone or something if you want to do that. The iPhones have got very good, like, easy to use camera modes on them. Oh, just had something else. Papa Bear! Ooh, Papa Bear's just posted up a whip. Very nice, mate. This is cool. Papa Bear. Is this a new... This is a really cool kit bash. So this is like an Inceptor with a captain, and this is the Judicious sword. Very cool kit bash. Like the colour scheme as well. Like Dark Angels-y. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Papa Bear is postwork guy. Throw me off, you cheeky monkey. You can have your stream name so we know who it is. This is an outrage. Right, let's go for a final highlight here now because I want to move on to something else. I've just grabbed a little bit of moot green as is. And we're just going to try and neatly plant that into some positions. Our poor squid has many tentacles but not many brain cells. Let's keep it simple for him. Exactly. I've called myself a techno boomer before, mate. I'm not that bad with tech, but when you've had no sleep for nights on end with a newborn, it becomes quite challenging to be able to think. Like last night, I sorted the feed out, burped her, put her back to sleep, got her to sleep, you know, put her down, and then was like saying to the wife, because the wife was still like pumping, I was like, right, I'm gonna go upstairs and sleep, because we've been sleeping downstairs in the on the pull-out sofa bed thing, just because it's accessible with all of the baby stuff. Like the changing station's there, you know, any milk in the fridge is easy to get, etc, etc. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to go upstairs and try to sleep upstairs. And I couldn't sleep for ages. Which is really not what you want at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Lying awake for no reason. But eventually I did manage to get to sleep. And then I went and got the baby in the morning, helped out a little bit, and then brought her upstairs so my wife could have a little bit of peace and quiet and have a little lie in. We're getting there. We're getting there with these things. It takes time to adapt. Sometimes you just need a good bit of unbroken sleep, you know? 5 bits of prep for my TPM meeting. See you soon, brother. All right, mate. Have a good meeting. Catch you in a bit. My meeting's at 3. Okay. Wait, have you got you in the sheep? I do have you in the sheep. Yeah, we got given you in the sheep by my cousin. We haven't really used it that much recently. I'll try and use it again. It wasn't really doing that much for us, to be honest. The trouble is, it kept like shutting off. I think it like shuts off after an hour, and then the baby would just wake back up again. But I'm willing to try anything, honestly. She has been you know, I'm not going to complain too much. The baby has been sleeping a lot better recently. Like, she's been staying asleep for longer periods of time, which has been amazing. Right, I think we are there with how highlighted I want to go. Okay, no, maybe there's a couple of areas we can just add a little bit more to. Try and catch the tops of these. These are very, very thin down paints because I'm trying to have a more subtle effect rather than like super poppy. Highlights. Papa Bear was taken. Sleepy Bear it is then. Sleepy Papa Bear is no longer post-work guy. You have evolved. You come back to us now at the turn of the tide. You were once post-work guy. You are now post-work the white. Sleepy Papa Bear, you have evolved into. Pokemon did it. Cue evolution music. Oh, right. These Eldar minis really hold up well considering the age. Yeah, man. I think they're pretty good. Like, I've got both of the old Warlocks here. Yeah, I think they look quite nice. And then this Eldar jet bike is pretty damn old now. It's got to be at least 20 years old, that sculpt, right? I mean, I've got all sorts here. I have got some of the new stuff, so I will be working on an Autark, which I'm quite looking forward to working on, actually, because the new Autark is lovely. If you've seen it, it is very nice. Thanks, mate. This is the one I painted like 2 years ago, and I've sort of like corrected it instead of redoing it. I corrected it. So I painted this for a chap ages ago, and then he wanted the rest of the army to be painted. So I've gone, right, okay, I'll redo or like try and touch it up. And so last stream I like did the helmet. I retouched up the helmet, made it go more blue. They've added like a blue glaze in, and then we touched up the green, and then we changed the thorns, adjusted the freehand slightly, not too much. That's all freehand. That's a transfer on the front, but I just sort of like glazed a little bit of blue onto it. And then we glazed a little bit of blue under the underside of it as well. So we did a little bit of an adjustment. I didn't want to repaint the whole thing again, I'll be honest. So I've got another 3 bikes to do. I think a Farseer and 2 more Warlocks. So I'll be painting those a little bit more updated. Sidebar, had a similar business professional berate me for working in a data coordinator position doing a data architect project. Suggested I go apply for a new career, so that was a nice confidence boost. That's very nice of them. Well, screw that guy, dude. Like, he gives a shit what they think. As long as it's not your boss. And even then, like, whatever. Life's too short to take crap off these people. Like I say, with the hopeful changes in the US to remove non-competes or make non-competes less concrete, it's going to mean that you can just jump into a different role with a different, you could sidestep more easily without fear of repercussion. I think is a massive bonus to the US job market in general, really. It's going to bring the power back into the workers' hands a little bit more. Especially in like higher skilled sort of in office roles where non-competes are very much enforced, Right, next up, to be fair, I think I might just add a couple of little highlights to the top of, like, the top angle on this robe. Still quite subtle, which is fine. It actually galvanised me to get after it then. The data governance career path actually lets me F off. Anyway. Yeah, there you go. You can bugger off like an absolute villain. Interesting way of putting it, but yeah, you can do what you want, mate. There's not as much holding you back as there was before. Righto. Let us throw down some colour onto the whites, I think. We'll just sort of maybe start blocking in some of the other tones. I mean, I could do the other cloak. I think there's less cloth on this second warlock, to be fair, so I don't think this will take as much time. I wonder what colour to do this fur here. Oh, I wonder what I'd do with that. Maybe do a white. Could do a white fur. We shall see. Right, instead, we're going to block in the whites and move up from there, I think. So I'm going to start with, I think we're going to work with some Celestra Grey, just because I found it right in front of me. That'll be a good little start point. Goes a bit cheesy, Celestra Grey, so I'm just going to give this a bloody good little shake. Shake it off. That's not too bad. Where's my brush gone? There. Yeah, I think I'm going to start the base coats off with the Celestra Grey. Celestra Grey. Because it's like a nice sort of like off-white. That I should be able to highlight up into quite nicely. Seems to thin down okay. That's fine. I was a bit worried it's going to go cheesy, but a lot of the Games Workshop whites go a bit cheesy. Right, so shoulder pads. So we're going to do shoulder pads, helmet in the white. I really like this GW. You really dislike GW whites, DLN says. Yeah, me too. This Celestra Grey isn't that bad, but all of the rest of them are dog turd. They're dog turd tier of paints. Because they just turn into cheese. And nobody wants to paint with cheese, you know? You know what, sorry, the angle of this model and the colour is throwing my eyes and the head looks melted. I'm melting! I've had good experiences with the two thin coats off-white. Ooh, picture, if you want to just let us know which colours they are, because I'm always looking for good off-whites at the minute. Sure, chat would be would love to know. Generally, I've heard nothing but positive feedback from the Two Thin Coats brand. Oh, I think the faceplate needs to be black, actually. Let's take this off. I've just remembered. I think I did the faceplate black. To be fair, with a very, very thin layer of Celestra Grey like this over the faceplate, it's not going to be the end of the world. I could probably use that to help highlight it later on, I guess. I'll just glaze some black back over the top. A bit later. Ivory tusk. It's a bit too thin for me, but I guess that's kind of expected from the two thin coats, yeah. You prefer one thick coat? You're like a good, handsome, thick boy, do you? I've generally just stuck to sort of Vallejo. If I were to buy it, I was usually buying Vallejo kit, but I have started to buy Scale 75 and what's it called now? Pro Acryl. Like, I've started using Pro Acryl. I think what I want to do for Christmas is maybe ask for the Pro Acryl, or maybe for my birthday, ask for a Pro Acryl set. See if I can get myself some more of the core paints, because at the minute I've only got like a smattering of paints from that selection. Oh, I can hear the baby crying downstairs through my headphones, so she must be teeing off over something. Which has been having quite a bit of bad gas and tummy pains recently. Lunchtime lurk. Enjoy, brother. I'm totally keel hauled to GW's paints. Usually I buy a bottle of contrast medium and dump it into my whites and greys to make them usable. Finally got hold of some of the Pro Acryl titanium white the other day. It's strong, just I have nothing to use it on apart from mixing it or the odd dot here and there, yeah? Well, you've got it anyway. It's very hard to get hold of that paint, to be honest. Sold out everywhere usually. A popular choice. I don't think where the sculpt goes on this, because it's got like a chin bit here, but then kind of ends. I'm gonna have to like make it up as I go along a little bit here. That's why it's going to look like a dog's dinner until we get everything together. Let's get the base coat down. I think I'm kind of just taking my time a little bit to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Make sure I put the right colour in the right places. That's always important, chat. Got these weird little bubbles on the top of his helmet. I'm like, should I do those as spirit gems or do I keep them white? I might have to just pull up a picture of some old warlocks. That girl is not a happy bunny. I may have to end the stream a little bit early to go and assist downstairs. Although she seems to have calmed down a little bit. kind of wanted to get this guy definitely on his way. You know, get everything down and then start on the freehand sections. The freehand tends to be where it takes up the majority of the time on this sculpt, because we're going to do the warlock symbol. And there's definitely no transfers that I've seen to do them. Otherwise, I'd cheat and use a transfer. But it's kind of just like getting the dimensions of the shape right and everything in the right place on the sculpt. There we go. So first layer is pretty much down of the Celestial Grey on the helmet. All we're going to do is essentially just mix in more white in with that, and then I'm going to be glazing some blue in. Going to sort of shade it with blue. I do have Drakenhof Nightshade somewhere, but I couldn't find it last stream to save my life, and I ended up making the same kind of colour using periscopes from Vallejo's sort of historicals range, which is a really nice sort of like desaturated turquoise. But that mixed in with a little bit of black made quite a good Drakenhof Nightshade equivalent. I say, with this sort of sculpt, you've really just got to take your time with this style of painting as well. I am painting this in the traditional style. Not doing any speed painting. Don't need to get a layer down on the other shoulder pad. Too much water on the brush there. Oh. The wet palette's helping out tremendously with this, because normally the Celestial Grey can be quite thick. So I'm just ensuring that it's nice and thin. Otherwise it's going to build up that horrible cheesy sort of layer that we really don't want. We want it to be smooth as pos, because when you start highlighting up the white, any chalkiness can be avoided. Not a very happy little girl by the sounds of it. Probably time for some lunch for her. Right, I think I'm going to go and help the wife downstairs, guys. So I am going to finish the stream an hour early. But, you know, baby's not stopped crying. And I'm sure my wife's not very well, so I'm going to try and help out. Much love to you all. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. I will be back Wednesday. And if not, I'll be trying to sneak in another cheeky stream here and there. Next week we're starting off the model. So I've got another section in my Patreon for 3D printing and painting. We've had no sign-ups yet for it, but what I'm going to do is I'll print and paint that miniature, record the process, and put it up on Patreon and membership anyway. So it's there. But lots of love to you all. And we'll catch you guys next week. I'm going to raid into somebody, so let's have a quick look. Who is kicking about? Oh, Gus is live. Okay, we're going to send you over to Gus. It's about time I got him back. I am going to have to raid and run though, so please apologise on my behalf, because I'm just going to go and help the wife downstairs with the screaming baby. So, where's this now? Raid. Why can't I search? Oh, there we go. Gus. They've changed like the raid thing. Gus the Hut. Right. Awesome. Big love to you all. We'll see you all very soon. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And all the love.